Oh, what is going on, everybody?
Hello.
It is Picks and Partners and Welcome back to Finish Right. This is Rob. We moved off. We unlocked the Psyche Locks from Miss Oldbag and Miss Lotta Heart.
Yes.
But now this bitch here got 4 locks again, and so now we got.
I said it off camera, but I'm gonna say it here. Any y'all anime watchers, any y'all who've seen Full Metal Alchemist, that's Riza Hawkeye in disguise. You can't tell me otherwise. Just look at her. Just look at her.
You
Okay.
dingus. All right. Anyways.
And that lamp in the back room says B.
B. All right.
You see it, right?
Yeah.
The B, it's a swirly
You know,
thing.
twisty. All right. So what do I have to do to unlock you? What's the first step here about not knowing anything about the motive for murder? Okay. Why was Juan Creta murdered? If you ask me, I think you know the reason he was killed. Why are you hiding things? Don't you realize you're putting Mr. On Guard's life in danger by your actions?
Why do you ask questions for which I have no answers? The truth is, I was not that close to Mr. Kurita.
You were not that close?
That's right. I've never been good at being intimate with another person.
You're not good at being intimate with another person? Somehow I highly doubt that. I have a newspaper article that says otherwise.
Yep.
Boom! That's one down. You and Miss Creta had an intimate relationship, did you not?
A silly third-rate tabloid article. If you even had half your wits about you, you wouldn't believe such rubbish.
Well, it seems quite a few people have already bought into this story.
As to be expected in a world filled with crooks and liars.
Note to self, stay on her good side.
In any case, I despise interpersonal relationships like that.
I see. However, what if there was a need for you to get close to someone?
Me? Need to get close to Mr. Kurita? As if there was ever such a need.
Did you get close to Marita for this person's sake? I would probably assume that would be
Him.
Matt. I guess not.
Do you really still not understand?
What?
It's not in my nature to enjoy doing things for others.
But you're a manager.
It's called a job. I'm in charge of Mr. On Guard the Star, not Matt On Guard the man.
Oh.
And you are not my client.
Jesus. All right, so hint. I know you must have had a need to get close to the victim.
Me? Need to get close to Miss Kurita as if there is ever such a need.
Didn't you get close to her for this person's sake? I'd assume the only option would be herself. I'll just have to back out so I can save my points. I have to reload. Because you just said she wouldn't do anything for others, so unless we can somehow get random information from someone else, if she doesn't work, then we have to go somewhere else for information. But there's not much else I can get from anyone. The only thing I can think of is maybe going back to Gumshoe.
Can we just say her clothes are very tight fitting?
Yes, they are.
Like it looks like her skin.
Yeah.
Just saying. Got like some mystique stuff going on here.
You absolutely right. All right, so let me see if it's her. If not, then I think maybe Gumshoe's gonna be back if it's not for herself. Okay, no. All right, so.
Ouchies.
All right, so I feel like I've got to go to Gumshoe now.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna save my points.
We're gonna need
reloading.
those.
Yeah.
With all those locks.
Yep. All right, hallway. You're not gonna have anything different. Move. Vivalola Hotel. You got nothing new. Hotel lobby. You got nothing.
I love this music.
Move. I'm getting the hell out of here. Criminal
Hey,
Affairs
no, wait,
Department.
come back.
Nope. All right, Police Station Criminal Affairs Department. Here we go. Detective Gumshoe said they had an investigation briefing.
Yeah. Oh, he's back.
Hey, so you came, pal. Why the blunt greeting? Because there's nothing to be friendly or happy about.
Oh.
What do you mean by that? Well, things look perfect this time around. The evidence and testimony are airtight.
Oh, great.
But we can't just roll over and die. We have to stay positive. Oh, fuck. Airtight evidence. So what do you mean the evidence is airtight?
The whole Maya situation.
Yeah. I can't give you all the details, pal. But there's 2 big pieces.
Two?
And both of them are in this photo. Okay, so that's a crime photo. First is the button that's missing from the victim's chest. Yeah, that's the button that you found during your body search for Mr. On Guard.
That's a button?
Yeah.
That's not what I was picturing.
I know.
When
I was thinking like, ooh, basic button, not that big ass.
I thought
thing.
like a button, like okay, yeah.
Okay. Yep, found it in the folds of the Nickel Samurai's special pants. And the second one is
missing.
Well, that's missing for a long time.
Yeah, true.
You're talking about that. The knife in his chest, pal. The fingerprints on the knife in his chest, to be exact.
Fingerprints? Whose are they?
You didn't even have to ask, little missy. It's obvious. The Mad on Guards. Well, obviously his would be on the knife because he was eating with it.
Yeah, eating.
But...
I said eating it. He was eating the knife.
All right. Tomorrow's trial. Talk about being stuck between a rock and a hard place. Airtight testimony? So what about this airtight testimony? It's that old security lady, Miss Oldbag. I thought so. What do you mean you thought so? Did I tell you something, pal? Well, I even told her not to open her mouth of hers and blab to anyone. Her blab knob is stuck on 10. There's no turning that down. Trust me. Yeah, well, Miss Oldbag saw it all, pal. She saw Mr. On Guard come out of the victim's room around the estimated time of death.
No way!
Fuck.
Yeah, that's not
can we
good.
present to you a tabloid? We're pretty interested in this bit of gossip ourselves. The scandal of Mr. Kurita? But why? Well, 2 years ago, a woman committed suicide. That was a really quick flashlight I was able to see.
Yeah, it was. Suicide?
Her name was Celeste in Pax.
Huh.
And she was one of Kurita's manager.
Whoa.
Uh-oh. The victim's manager. But that's not all, pal. Miss Impax is Agent Antu's mentor.
Oh, God.
She taught Miss Andrews everything she knew about the business from square one.
Her mentor?
A woman who is both Mr. Kurita's manager and Miss Andrews' mentor. Could her suicide have something to do with this case? Do you want to know more about it, pal? Well, fucking goddamn right.
Yeah.
She was the victim's manager and also Miss Andrew Adrian's mentor. Adrian Andrews.
Miss Andrew.
I have dyslexia. I apologize, everybody. It's been 2 years since her suicide, and now those two are linked again by another death. Or maybe it's just a coincidence.
Uh-oh. He just fucking ran. I'm getting sick of dealing with one foolish idiot after another.
Miss Akama.
You can't seem to stop allying yourself with the enemy, can you? I don't need a traitor in my midst.
You don't mean.
I do, Scruffy. You have 30 minutes to get out of here. You are no longer needed. Goodbye.
Oops.
That's...
Wait. Please wait, sir. If I don't get this month's pay, I'll...
Quiet. If it weren't for traitors like you...
I would have won. Is that what you want to say?
What? Who?
That voice.
No fuck.
Edgeworth?
Yo!
It's been a long time, right?
Yo! This person! This is Mr. Edgeworth? Yo!
What am I going to do with you?
Yo!
Still been the others when things go wrong? You haven't changed a bit, Francesca.
The dots! All of the dots! You! How dare you show your face to me without a shred of shame upon it? You soiled the Von Karma name, dragged it through the mud. You even ran away with your tail between your legs like the ill-bred dog you are.
Are you talking about the Von Karma family creed? To be perfect in every way? Then let's hear it, Francesca. How are things going? I hear you are having a rough time maintaining perfection in this country.
Oh, you!
You seem to be getting crushed under the weight of it all. That's why I came back.
Keep your assumptions to yourself. I haven't given in yet. I won't lose. This case is mine. I'll never hand it over to you. Never. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I will see you tomorrow in court. It will be a clinical lesson on the meaning of total victory.
Still the same wild mare she always is.
Was.
Fuck.
Phoenix is just like, you're alive.
I thought you, the prosecutor, Miles Edgeworth, had gone and died.
Mr. Nick!
I never wanted to see you again.
Oh.
I think that's enough of a warm welcome for someone you haven't seen in a year.
Yeah.
Are you going
That
to run
fucking
tomorrow's
smirk
trial?
of his.
Are you going to run tomorrow's trial? You heard her, right? The wild mare hasn't given in yet, it seems.
Are you calling me a horse?
So, no, I don't think I'll be making an appearance. Your hatred for me is quite unhealthy, not to mention one-sided. But I will say one thing. You can't win on your own at the trial tomorrow. What is that supposed to mean? I have something definitive that you lack. And working together is the definition of teamwork. It's the power to find the truth.
Yes.
The truth? In order to understand this case, you have to understand a certain truth. Well, if you ever feel the need for my assistance, it is available to you. I'm not in charge of this case, so I can be a bit more generous with information. Just what is going on inside his head? The fuck, you're supposed to hate my guts. Alright.
Sorry, Maya, but you're not here right now, and
It's like time to fucking
Smooch.
ship the smooch.
smooch.
Alright. A lot of things may have happened. However, Manfred Von Karma was still my mentor.
That is true.
And a perfect win record is proof of Von Karma. 1 year ago, you can now establish guilt in a few cases. Are those losses the reason you suddenly disappeared from the prosecutor's office? Did you leave because you had lost your perfect win record? To think your motivation for prosecuting trials was so selfish. It'd be better for everyone if you'd never come back from the dead, Edgeworth.
Wow, Phoenix.
I see. Then let me ask you something. Why do you stand in the courtroom? What is your reason?
Yeah.
Well, with Francesca, she's almost always says,
I will defeat you this time.
the instant she sees, it says
That's
Von Karma
weird,
for some
yeah.
reason, the instant she sees me. But the courtroom is not a personal battlefield for prosecutors and lawyers. I stand in the courtroom to defend my client, to save their lives. To save their client, you say?
Your client. To save their client. No, us. He's our client, baby.
Fuck. Those I think only have their own ego-driven goals. Those kind of prosecutors are reprehensible to me. Even if you're a prodigy, or someone like you, Edgeworth. Looks like there's still a lot you have yet to learn.
Let to learn.
A lot I have yet to learn? Me? Huh. Well, that's enough for now. The time when you will see is coming soon enough.
Huh.
Hey, Edgeworth. Gifted prosecutor. Disappeared something a year ago. You know anything about Celeste? Huh. This moment is another key to solving this case.
That's what Gumshoe was saying.
Do you really think so? She was Adrian Andrews' mentor a long time ago, but she was suddenly called away by a different show and became Juan Creata's manager. And then a few months later, Celeste Impax died. But her death was ruled a suicide, right? Yeah. But there's still one riddle we've yet to solve. A riddle? Her suicide note.
Oh.
It went missing.
Oh.
No one could find it.
That's not good.
A suicide note that just vanished, huh?
That
okay.
is not a good thing.
You want to talk about that? Yeah, let's talk about that. Miss Impax's death was most certainly a suicide. Of that, there's no mistake. However, we cannot find her suicide note. That's when the police began to suspect that someone had hidden it.
Oh.
The suicide note?
That's rude.
But how'd you know Miss Impax even written such a note? There was no solid evidence. However, we did find traces of ink on her right index finger, which makes the likelihood of a suicide note very likely high. But who would hide such a thing? The police think it was Mr. Juan Creata himself.
What?
The victim?
Oh, God.
Oh, fuck. Well, there's the picture they flashed.
Yeah.
He was the one who found her body, which makes him the only person who had a chance to hide her suicide note. Mr. Krita hid his own manager's suicide note? But why?
Yeah.
As long as her note is missing, any speculation beyond this is meaningless. For now, I think you should look this over. This is the suicide report. Part 1, anyway.
Part 1?
Part 1?
Part 1? What is this, a fucking novel? Suicide note,
right.
part 1.
Alright, let's take a look at this thing. Can't. Alright.
At least not right
Alright.
now.
Deceased, last impacts found by Krita. Was her suicide note hidden?
Don't know.
Okay, cool. Perfect. What else you want to talk about? You want to talk about the tabloid? No, she's talking about use as evidence. Blah 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 blah. Yeah. Wine glass. No. Guitar. No. The crime photo. No. Okay. You want to talk about this radio transceiver? Because mine's been kidnapped. No. Okay. The camera. No. Okay.
No.
I understand. Let's talk about Maya. She's we're looking into leads. But we can only look into a few key players with our limited resources. There's no reason for us to waste our energy investigating this person. Why don't you just really tell me straight and say, I don't have any info? Alright, Will Powers. No.
Nope.
Juan. There's an interesting rumor about this man. You mean the one about Miss Andrews getting close to him? That's pretty common tabloid fare, isn't it?
Cobbling Tammin.
Fuck, I'm all over the place. I don't take things at face value when there's more to be found. How about Matt on guard? While I was abroad, these deplorable types of actors became popular, I take it. Well, refreshing like a spring breeze is his motto.
Yeah.
Refreshing? And what is so refreshing about a spring breeze? Sounds like the poem's not trading well this year.
You know spring breezes aren't refreshing.
No. You want to talk about Francesca? No. Looking at it late.
Nope.
No. Okay. Understand. All that's done. Okay. Thank you, boy. See ya. You. This. What do you think about this article? Huh. If you're talking about her with her thing with Juan, I always thought she was a bit careless in the way she handled it. And that's it? That's it.
Okay.
The suicide. How about that?
That was basically the same thing as nothing.
You fucking...
Like what he said to us just now served no purpose.
What do you know about Celeste?
Oh.
What's wrong?
How much do you know? What do you mean, how much? Mr. Lawyer,
Whoa.
I may be your client, but I hope you will keep yourself out of my personal life.
What?
No, I would never... Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a lunch appointment I have to keep.
What?
You're in detention. Who in the world are you going to eat with? A security guard?
Mr. Nick?
This Celeste Impacts lady.
Yeah.
Somehow I get the feeling she is a very important person in all this.
Yeah. He just straight up said, "How much do you know?"
And
and
left.
then walked off. Okay, that's super sus.
Alright, do you know anything about the lady? Probably not. I don't have anything to say to you. Please, blah, 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 blah.
This music, I love it.
Alright.
There's just something about it that makes me want to talk
Outta
like
here.
this. Ah, no.
All right. Will, do you know about... Fuck, wrong thing. Do you know about her? I'm on you asking me. But I have no idea who this person is. Sorry. It's okay, you don't have to apologize so much. Sorry. Alright.
He's like you. Sorry.
Pretty much. Alright, I know you're not gonna know anything.
No.
Because you're just... there.
Hey! What's that supposed to mean?
Uh-oh. Alright, what do we got here?
What is it?
Looks like Miss Andrews isn't here.
That's not good. I still have a few questions I want to ask her. I need to ask her.
She has that psyche lock on her heart, right?
Well, we don't have much of a choice. I guess we'll have to come back later. Wait, so...
Dang it.
Okay. Maybe,
Where did she go?
Where'd she go? Where'd she come from? Cotton Eye Joy? Joy? Joe? I'm just fucking out of it.
Wow, are you okay?
No. Okay, wait. So what do I do now?
Maybe the...
The only thing...
I told you. Oh, how many times now? I'm a journalist. I got so much info running in laps in my head, I forget things here and there.
Please don't get so worked up over this.
Huh? I don't care if you beg me. Be extra tough on kids. That's his gal's motto on learning youngsters.
That's kind of mean. All right, do you know about the lady? Do you know anything?
Nope.
Nope, this is all this shit. Okay, fucking butts. Alright. Okay. You. Suicide report. Nope, you got nothing. God damn it, no one's got anything anymore. Hotel lobby. You. No.
Hello. Go away.
Suicide report. You like reading tabloid stuff?
No, go away.
Okay.
I don't care about you or the little girl or anything.
Oh my god.
At least you give me another
Criminal
autograph.
offices. Nothing.
Nope.
Criminal affairs department.
Nope. Hey, buddy. I've missed him so much.
Do you know anything about the camera? I think I already...
Nope.
God damn it. Necklace Samurai, do you care about the show?
No. Just flash the
Crime
badge.
photo. Do you remember who I am? No, I'm not kidding.
Remember me.
Remember me, senpai. I've got no idea anymore. I've gone everywhere. I'm gonna need that walkthrough because I am
Okay.
legitimately lost since she walked away.
We finally need it. Okay.
Fucking where?
Wait, you sound like me now.
Because I presented everyone important. I presented not himself. Do you want to talk about yourself? No. Okay.
You're supposed to present the suicide report to Edgeworth.
Oh, okay. That's a weird. He gave it to me, so.
Yeah.
All right. I don't like to look through reports. I like suicide reports even less. Worst of all, the reports that have multiple parts, like that one. That has two. Two parts?
That's just weird.
What you just handed me is the first part of the report. Here's the second. The second part of the report is about an attempted suicide.
What?
The attempter's name. It's Adrian Andrews.
Yo.
Miss Andrews? What did she do?
She tried to kill herself? She doesn't seem like the kind of person to try to kill herself, though. You think she's a strong career woman? That's just what she wants you to think. Adrian Andrews. She has a certain secret she's always trying to hide.
A secret?
Her dependent nature. That's what she's really like on the inside. Miss Andrews, dependent.
She does not seem dependent.
Talk about the exact opposite of what that woman is.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to talk about that or dependent nature? It's just cycling is on top.
Yeah.
What is this about Miss Andrews having a dependent nature? Adrian Andrews' attempt at suicide was a few days after the death of Celeste Impact.
I mean, I guess that makes sense.
And why did Adrian Andrews think about committing suicide? Because she had apparently lost her will to live.
Jeez.
Lost her will? But why would she? Her pillar of strength, her mentor to Celeste Impacts, was gone forever. That's why.
That's what I mean. It makes sense.
Why would that?
Is this what they call following someone to the grave?
Jeez, this is getting dark real
Pearl?
quick. Where did you learn that from, Pearly?
For real?
My
After-
mom?
Fucking Christ. Right. After her attempted suicide, Adrian Andrews started attending counseling sessions.
Yeesh.
She is someone who needs a person in whom she can trust absolutely.
Truly, absolutely.
Fuck, I am out of it.
Focus.
And once she finds that person, she'll do anything she can to keep them near. Without such an anchor in her life, her crippling anxiety stifles her ability to live. Woo.
Yikes.
And that's the nature of her dependency on others? When Celeste Impact suddenly committed suicide, the world before her turned pitch dark. That's according to Adrian Andrews herself.
Damn.
Then, that means her super confident attitude. It's all a facade. She's only copying her mentor's behavior to hold herself together.
Jesus.
How terrible.
For real. God damn.
All right, attempted suicide report. Reason, shock from suicide impacts suicide. All right, so it was to protect herself. We just didn't have the anything for that. Okay, so... All right, there's... do you want the second half of that report now? And then appearance to be... but
Evan!
Miss Andrews, to think that behind this...
Why do you automatically think... You're hoping that it's gonna work, and yet you automatically start clicking through.
Oops. She's been hiding this weakness and fear.
What weakness? We won't know because you skipped it.
Appears to be deceiving. It's such a cliche saying, but it's cliche because it's true.
Okay, there we go.
And the thing is her.
Yeah.
Weakness. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so there's that.
Now we can go running around, I guess.
Running around at the speed of sound.
I love this song. You should stay here the whole rest of the...
Maybe she's back in her room?
Maybe.
Oh, that's the wrong room.
Teddy bears!
That's the room that is more horrifying than anything else I've ever seen. Okay, maybe she's back. Had to go to lunch. Had to get some munch.
Munch?
Oh, Miss Andrews is here. It looks like she's talking with someone.
That's Francesca von Karma.
Miss Von Karma?
What are you doing here?
Well, you see, I'm his lawyer, so...
You've got some nerve following me around.
Following you?
That's you, Miss Von Karma. You're the one doing the following.
Pearls.
You're always following after that Mr. Detective with the little beard.
Me? Following after Scruffy? Don't make me laugh. Let me show you something interesting, little girl. Little girl.
Beep, 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 beep. Yeah, this thing.
What is that?
An electromagnetic receiver. I planted a tracking device on that detective. And with this, I know that fool's every move. That's in a violation of
So
privacy.
that noise we heard was this receiver. I feel really sorry for the poor Detective Gumshoe now.
Now then, let's stop wasting time. Adrian Andrews. Yes? Think hard about what we just... what we just discussed. Understood? All right.
What were those two talking about?
Miss Andrews, she seems a little dazed, doesn't she?
You okay? Alright. This is it. This is the bingo bongo that I've got. This is all I've got. Putting all my eggs in this basket. We all know the intro. We already know the intro.
Did you save? You did,
yes,
right?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was spacing out like she was. Sorry.
You're good.
So many logs.
Alright. Motive for murder. So, is this the same? Why was on created murdered? If you ask me, I think you know. There's this. Alright. Being intimate. Yes, yes, yes.
Yep.
Alright. You must agree I had an intimate relationship. Did you not? Tabloid, not herself. Or for this person's sake. It wouldn't make sense to say Celeste's sake because she's dead. I think at this point, since we have information, I think we should say herself.
Yeah, but we tried that last time and it didn't work.
I was wondering if that would unlock based on
No.
what I... Okay, so... Alright.
Because remember, you totally guessed the previous thing with Lotta, so why would that change?
I guess. It just doesn't make sense to say her...
It's preset in the game.
Bleh. Figured they had better programming than that. Alright, yes, the locks. Me being a dum-dum. I get it. I get it. Yes. Motive for murder. I get it. There we go. Just skip through it all. Article. Wait, did I not load? I thought I loaded, but I'm missing the bars.
I guess not.
Alright, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and, because it doesn't make sense to me, I guess I'll go ahead and try this round, because I'm sure I'll fuck up again at some point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe.
Well, if I do this, it'll all fill up anyways, so.
Yeah.
Celeste Impacts, your mentor.
How do you know about Celeste? Ooh.
Miss Impacts. She committed suicide, didn't she? But looks like no one knows why. Right before her death, she was Juan Carita's manager.
She's sweating.
So I believe he got close to Mr. Kurita so he could find out more about her suicide.
You have a great imagination. You may have a future yet as a slimy mudraker, right? Yeah.
Muckraker.
Oh, muckraker. Oh. I should restart. Take 2. Boop. You may have a future yet as a slimy muckraker for a putrid third-rate tabloid.
Miss Andrews?
There was no mystery surrounding her death. None. It'd be pointless for me to force myself into a relationship for nothing.
Is that really true? Was there really no mystery at all? I don't believe you're completely at ease with the way her suicide was resolved. Because there is a note. Was her suicide note hidden? Boom!
Nice.
Miss Impact's suicide note was never found, was it? It looks like the police were under the suspicion that someone had hidden it. Like maybe the person who discovered her body, Mr. Kurita. Juan?
Juan?
And Miss Andrews, I believe you thought the same thing. That's why you became intimate with Mr. Kurita.
You'd think they would put J.U., but...
I know, right?
I've sat by quietly and listened to your insulting ramblings long enough. It's true that Celeste was my mentor. However, allow me to say this again. It had nothing to do with me. I didn't even know that her suicide note was never found. I'm a person who doesn't care about what goes on in the lives of others.
This is the best joke I've heard all day. That's the impression you like to give. However, I don't think that's who you really are.
What?
I have evidence that says otherwise. Actually, something very special to you, and it's the fact that you tried to kill yourself.
Yep. Yeah.
Miss Andrews, you nearly went through with it too, didn't you?
Went through with what?
Ending your life. Miss Andrews, you look and act like a very strong woman who has it all together. You'd ask for anyone's help relying on you only on yourself.
Yes, I've been very independent ever since I can remember.
However, that is all just a lie, a facade. You've always searched out people on whom you can depend on.
That's...
You were dependent on Miss Impacts, weren't you? Which is why, when she passed away, you lost everything you had.
Stop! When Celeste passed away so suddenly like that, I died a death of my own. But no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't stop thinking about what had become of her note.
You must have heard about the police report. The one that said the police suspected Mr. Kurita of hiding Miss Impact's note. You heard about it and went through to recover it from him by getting close.
And went through to recover.
And thought to recover from him by getting close. Am I right? If that's the case, then everything changes.
But what do you mean?
What topic did we start this conversation on again?
It was, why was the victim killed?
Exactly. Somehow, Miss Andrews, seems that you have become the one with the reason to want Mr. Kurita dead.
Me?
Miss Impacts was everything to you. And then she died. And you'd do anything to find out why she killed herself. Even commit murder.
Murder? Whoa.
Hey, I'm fixed.
Sweet.
Ooh, I think I saved instead of loaded by accident, so thankfully I got that back.
Oh, God, Evan.
Anyways, next time, we're going to hear that motive for murder, aren't we?
Ooh,
that's
and
gonna
hopefully
be...
we'll both be able to talk and read.
I will hope I can fucking say words.
Because I was slipping up too.
I can do words good.